we file our flight plans. Flight plans have to be approved by national ATCs and by Eurocontrol. I don't understand the technical. I mean, this is not just Ryanair. The one area where all of Europe's airlines agree under A4E is the need for urgent reform of ATC. The Single European Skies has been a 21-year shambles. It has been an abject and utter failure. It's been so bad, spectacularly bad, that they've relaunched it with a Single European Sky 2. SES was such a shambles, we're going to have a second one. It's like having a sequel to the first horror movie.
A second horror film.
Abandon it. It's a waste of time. It is never going to get delivered. They're going to spend the next 21 years talking about it, and nothing will happen. There is some prospect, I think, of having much more practical solutions. Europe has a duty to protect the freedom of movement under the Treaty of Rome. Freedom of movement means freedom of movement by rail, sea, but also by sky. Protect the overflights. If you could protect the overflights, it doesn't take away somebody's right to strike. Strike away. But the national citizenry takes the hit if the French want to have a recreational strike on Fridays or Sundays during the summer. Let the French take the day. But you can't be expecting the Irish, the Spanish, the Italians, the Germans, who are just doing innocently overflying France, to take all the hits. And that's what happens at the moment. The French, who are very clever, protect their domestic flights with minimum services, and everybody else's flights get cancelled.
Yeah, right.
So I think we should abandon SES. It's a shambles. It's yet another magnificent Brussels failure. Push harder for protection of overflights during strikes, and then separate the upper airspace and give Eurocontrol. And here's where Eurocontrol has a huge role to play. Give Eurocontrol control of the upper airspace.
Right.
Then we would have a huge cost saving. You'd have flight time savings, and you'd have a huge environmental saving as well. I mean, the environmental. Every time I come to Brussels with this MEPs and everybody waffling on about SAFs, all of which are very valuable. But SAFs might get to 2% of our fuel. We might account for 2% of fuel by about 2030. We could save 10% of our fuel in 2024 if you simply reformed European ATC by separating the upper airspace and protecting overflights.